It's only been several months after former network anchor Gretchen Carlson had first filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against then chairman and CEO Roger Ailes. And since then, Fox News has decided, hey, breaking, that we will settle with Gretchen Carlson. Now, Vanity Fair's Hive is reporting that also, along with this settlement for $20 million, there will also be an unprecedented apology from Roger Ailes himself to Gretchen Carlson. Wow. Damn. I did not see that coming. But on the other hand, the settlement didn't really take all that long. Now, the move actually comes just days after New York Magazine's Gabriel Sherman finally published his lengthy reveal, the network's practices and the culture of surveillance that Ailes allegedly allowed to persist at Fox News. The chairman and CEO of Fox News, he writes, ran his media empire like a full-on surveillance state, says Sherman. He also says, we already know that former Fox News contributor and current New York City mayoral candidate Bo Dietl ran private investigation work for his pal Ailes, but the boss's control of surveillance ran deep. According to executives, he instructed Fox's head of engineering, Warren Vanderveer, to install a CCTV system that allowed Ailes to monitor Fox offices, studios, green rooms, the back entrance, and his homes. Now, what does this have to do with Gretchen Carlson? Well, not only did they spy in on people who were working in the country, or at the company, but the culture of surveillance was so prevalent that Carlson and her lawyer, Nancy Erica Smith, in a lead up to the lawsuit, right, took precautions to make sure that their personal devices were not hacked by Fox News. Sherman writes, Smith instructed an IT technician to install software on her firm's network and Carlson's electronic devices to prevent the use of spyware by Fox. Now, Ailes was really not happy about the Sherman story, right? So he responded by hiring libel lawyer Charles Harder, the guy who helped Hulk Hogan take down Gawker. So look, here's why this whole thing ties together, right? Is that I think he settled with Gretchen Carlson to get her suit out of the way so he can go after Gabriel Sherman and the New York Magazine. In fact, getting together with Charles Harder, they released some cease and desists towards New York Magazine and Gabriel Sherman. Uh-oh. The game is afoot. Now, as far as Carlson is concerned, she issued a statement on her personal website. I'm grateful that 21st Century Fox took decisive action after I filed my complaint. I'm ready to move on to the next chapter of my life in which I will redouble my efforts to empower women in the workplace. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to laugh at that for a second. All right. Now, she also continues, I want to thank all the brave women who came forward to tell their own stories and the many women across the country who embraced and supported me in their stand with Gretchen. Hashtag, all women deserve a dignified and respectful workplace. Now, of all that stuff, I totally agree with. And let's be honest, even though I completely disagreed with her on so many issues, right? I agreed and stood with Gretchen Carlson because, look, nobody deserves to be treated like that at work. Nobody. It doesn't matter how terrible of a person you are. In fact, when Andrea Tantaros also came out with her allegations of sexual harassment against Roger Ailes as well as Bill O'Reilly, I also said, I agree with Andrea Tantaros. and I'll defend her if that's true, right? Now, in settling with Gretchen Carlson, this is kind of an admission of, yeah, I sexually harassed her, and she's got enough proof to, prove it. In fact, some of that proof came from actual recordings that Gretchen Carlson had put on her iPhone. She recorded the conversations that she had had with Roger Ailes and caught some pretty bad stuff. So, there was no doubt that what she had experienced was absolutely true. And not only that, but a lot of the women had similar reports, right? And based on those reports, I believe Gretchen Carlson said, look, I'm going to get this on tape. So, we can prove this. So we can finally take this guy down. Now, 21st Century Fox also released a statement on this that said, 21st Century Fox is pleased to announce that we've settled Gretchen Carlson's lawsuit. During her tenure at Fox News, Gretchen exhibited the highest standards of journalism and professionalism. I'm sorry, I kind of want to laugh again, but I shouldn't. She developed a loyal audience and was a daily source of information for many Americans. We are proud that she was part of the Fox News team. We sincerely regret and apologize for the fact that Gretchen was not treated with the respect and dignity that she and all of our colleagues deserve. We know Gretchen will be successful in whatever endeavors she chooses in the future. I don't know what those will be, but there you go. There's that. So look, as I mentioned, Fox News and Ailes, they apologized, or they're going to apologize. Ailes doing an unprecedented apology, which, look, calling it unprecedented pretty much tells you what you need to know. This guy does not apologize to people, okay? Look, it means that, yes, Ailes admits that he was a sleazebag. Not just to her, but as I said, to the many, many women that he did, during his time before and at Fox News. Now, I have to note, too, because it is election season, because this is what I do, this is a guy that is advising Donald Trump. He's advising Donald Trump. So look, he may be out at Fox News, but it's not over for him. Oh no, he's going to continue to have influence. Whether he goes after Sherman in New York Magazine, using that lawyer, which, look, I think he almost certainly will at this point. Ailes plans on being a relevant figure on the right and in politics. And look, if obviously he's advising Trump, if Donald Trump wins, maybe a position for Roger Ailes somewhere, which is a disaster. And then if Trump loses, well, he could find himself at the head of another news network to rival Fox News. I mean, think about it. You've got Stephen Bannon, right, who was the former CEO of Breitbart, who is now on the Trump campaign. Roger Ailes, Donald Trump. A new media empire? Oh, definitely. If Donald Trump loses, here comes Trump TV. I no longer need to be convinced. It's happening. It's happening. And look, he would have the perfect group of people. So look, Roger Ailes, he's not done. He's not out of the spotlight. He's going to try to come back. And it's going to be with a vengeance. God help us all.